Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka The Weather Gamer, bringing you another episode of the Iowa Bros podcast with Thriller.
What up, everybody?
Hopefully the audio is a little better. I turned him up just like I turned him up for our APM match, which is actually what we just got done playing, which would have been yesterday's video. I swear I didn't plan this the way to work out that way. Legitimately, it just happened that APM week 8,
Yeah, we
and the
just
next
decided,
Iowa
like,
Bros
yeah,
came
well,
out at the same time.
I was like, we can just get the battle over and then don't have to worry about doing one more game. Well, for Zach, sadly, doing one more game. For me, I'm more than likely heading to playoffs.
You are headed to playoffs. I think you've clinched at this point, because the only other person that could threaten you has 3 wins.
Because I did ask Jed about how playoffs work. He did say it was based off record, not differential. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm going to pull up APM right now so I can see it, but, anyways, Thriller just beat me. He's now 2-2 versus me. I kind of dominated the last few matches, but he got me this time. But I'm gonna... Hey, you got lucky in this one, because yes, I got unlimited transactions, but I didn't get to draft this team, so I'm gonna use that as an excuse. This wasn't a full drafted team by me. So...
You changed the team like 5 times.
Yeah, but I didn't get to actually draft. You know, if I... Sitting at 8th, if I was there able to draft... Let's see. I'm gonna look at the draft now and see what the first 8 picks were here, as soon as my docs finish loading, but... we do have...
Say, so technically, the person close I took over, he was technically first on the draft, and his first pick was Mega Sizzler, which I think is viable. I decided to change to Mega Delayed, and everyone knows, everyone's from my channel, how much the Crusader comes and saves the world and everything.
Okay, so he took Mega Aggron first. So Gallade, Coco, Necro, Mawile, Victini, KB, and Venu were off the board. Had I been drafting here, I probably would have taken X or Steela, one or the other, because they're still there.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised some people were not going up, especially
so.
Technically supposed to be 3 from each tier, not 2 from the first 2 tiers, and then other ones they don't.
Yeah, so that right there, you give me Charizard X, and our game is way different, and you know that. So.
Oh yeah.
Like, if I had X and Suicune, how do you break that? Plus cough.
But I would have had to figure out exactly switch-ins and exactly what kind of spreads and sets you would be.
Yeah, so
there would have been things to break it. I just had to think exactly what sets you bring. Like, you could have easily had brought a Charizard with Will-O-Wisp that could have messed my team up. You could have brought a defensive Zard with Roost, Will-O-Wisp, and then just start chipping down my team. Slowly but sure. I watched a
replay of Jake's, and I hate that this is how someone 6-0'd somebody, or 6-0'd a good friend of mine, but they brought Sub, Roost, Toxic, Mega Charizard X.
What was the last move?
I don't know. I never saw it, but he literally Toxic stalled out Jake's entire team with Sub, Roost, Toxic. It was bad.
That's how I haven't told you this yet, but Suicune basically 6-0'd me.
I knew Suicune could put work in. I just didn't want to run Croaking.
Okay. It was Rest, Toxic, Scald, and Mirror Code.
Yeah, okay, so here is... Because we were talking about this. You're 7-0 right now. So you've pretty much clinched playoffs. Because the only other person that threatens you, the 4th place team, is 3-3. And they can't, it's top 4. So, top 4 go, and Savage is only got 2 wins. And you're at 7, and he can no longer catch you with only 3 games to go. So you have guaranteed yourself a playoff trip. You're set. Like, you literally...
It just depends if I'm first or second seed. That'll just depend.
I mean, the other thing you're going to have to weigh against that, because you still have to play Raxocon, don't you?
That's an undefeated team, Razo.
Yeah, and if you're going to square off against each other in playoffs, if you're already clinched, do you really want to give away tech?
I mean, I was debating on bringing Means versus him, but there are some mons I plan to potentially switch out in this game, because I want to scope exactly what kind of field he would want to bring against my team, and then I can go from there. Like,
yeah,
I'll know all three mons would still have the best matchup versus him, but then I could easily change it up and make him like go like, wait, why is he bringing this stuff?
Like, I know you want to go for the undefeated season, but at the same time, could it potentially come back to bite you for playoffs?
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not trying to go undefeated. Basically, it happens. It just happens.
Okay.
Like, with me, always just trying to finish either positive or neutral in these. Making playoffs is just a bonus. So, and also winning a championship is a mega bonus. So I always just try my best in the league. I never try to go undefeated. Like, this is the first time I've ever gone 7 wins straight in a row.
I've never gotten past 3.
Hey, but at least 3 is a good start. You know, that's a really good start.
Yep.
Like, I always want to just try my best. I never want to be like, I'm Mr. Dominant. I want to make it known that I am master of this game. Because,
yeah.
I'm not. I've been doing this for nearly now, either roughly 2 or 2.5 years or 3 years by now, and it's been like crazy. At first, I was in my butt kicked because I barely knew anything. Like, I mean, for some reason, I was drafting stuff. Like I was able to draft a rookie tree at like round 6 or 7 when I was still on the board. There was just a lot of things about when I was first starting. Like when I first started, I would finish like 2 and like one of the first leagues I started, which already died after like week 3. I was undefeated, but only for differential sake, I only got 1 win. So it didn't mean I was like, oh my god, he's gonna be one of the top players in the league. But I've only gotten like one differential now, so it's not nothing to really. So if it's record in differential, then I'm gonna say we're screwing myself there.
Yeah. But anyways, Thriller and I were talking about the match versus he and I. So, it turns out, because at the end we were talking about, well, if he missed his Seed Flare, then Mamo just wins. It doesn't, because he was bulky Raikou, and the max I could do was 42%, and he was at 44, so I could not win off of Ice Shard. He had me there. I do want to say...
Unless you got a crit. Yeah,
the play of the game that changed everything around was when he crit me with his Primarina. That's where the game... Basically, I want to say that's where the game was pretty much lost, but at the same time, not really, because based on his set, he was Protect, Moonblast, Scald, Work Up. His Moonblasts were the only thing that could really damage me. Me being, which, by the way, I don't know if you noticed the speed creep, I was exactly 1 point ahead of your Primarina the entire time. Unless you were Scarfed, because that was how I was going to know if it was a Scarfed Primarina. I creeped.
I was tempted to bring Scarf just to like mess with you with Primarina outspeeding and everything, but it was never outspeed plenty unless you were adamant. Like,
yeah, I
could have easy, but it would have seemed out of.
I was Adamant Bunny, by the way.
I mean, you were enough speed to outspeed my Galay, because
yeah, that's literally what I went
with.
Was.
If a Mega that can outspeed another Mega or something like that, I would have easily ran. If I had to run Adamant, I want to run Adamant because that, for one, gives you better damage output, and plus, you can still outspeed it while somewhat sacrificing like bulk you could put in. It's still like really good because that means you guarantee you can beat this Mega potentially once you want if it comes down to a scenario. Yeah,
but you can see here, because I've run the calc up to +6/+6, the most, well, that's actually with him at +0. At +1, the most he could do is 13% at me at +1. So I would force him to start working up as I Calm-Minded up on him. And by doing that, he would give me a sub, and then he'd have a hard time breaking sub. So I, in theory, could have gone to PP stalling on him to try and beat that Primarina, but that would have been really, really annoying. I don't know how much PP workup actually has.
I don't remember.
Because Calm Mind, I believe, is 32.
Actually, I have it on my set here for browse. Workup's max PP is 48.
Calm Mind is...
And you have pressure, so you're doing 2 PP for...
Yeah, so you only had 24 to my 32 Calm Mind, so I would have been able to PP stall him out if he tried to Protect Workup stall me. But you can see once I hit +6, I was gonna 3-shot his his Prima, especially since it lost its lefty. So that crit super mattered. It probably doesn't change the outcome of the game. I'm gonna grab
it. Would have mattered on differential thing.
Actually, no. It would have 100% mattered because the way your Raikou is structured, if you let me get to +6 on you with Suicune, by the time I get lefty's recovery from the substitute turns that it would take for you to break sub in that, I do 99 to 117 to Raikou, and you could only do 16 to 19% back. And Shaman wouldn't. Shaman Seed Flare does 18 to 23% at +6, whereas an Ice Beam OHKOs. Haxorus is way OHKO'd by Ice Beam, and because I was defensive. Lando at +6 couldn't touch me with Grass Knot. I don't even think Lando could touch me at... It's a 2-shot if I'm not boosted at all from Lando. Prima couldn't touch me. What else did you bring? I'm looking for... I think that's... Am I missing them on? Prima, Raikou, Shaman. I'm looking for the ones with custom names. Oh, Gallade. Gallade couldn't touch me either because I was defensive. And you would have died to a Scald at +6.
Yeah.
Wow, that crit actually was the game. That crit was the game. Damn. Okay. Little salty, but Thriller played beautifully. I played like shit for the most part, like normal. Like, I don't know. But that Dragon Pulse. Have you run the calc on my Dragon Pulse yet?
Yeah, that was insane right there.
Versus your Haxorus. 87 with the Life Orb, 87 to 102. And I'm bulky enough that your Outrage, after the Intimidate triggers, you'd only do 57 to 67% to me, and I was faster. So I would have 2-shot that Haxorus with Dragon Pulse. I told you I had something spicy cooked up for that Haxorus. Because I almost ran Outrage and ran Physical, but then I was like, wait a minute. I can't touch Primarina then if he's like that. If I'm full Physical. So, because Wild Charge, your set versus mine, Wild Charge was 48 to 58%, and your Scald got me at base, basically. Once you boosted, your Scald killed me, so.
Yeah.
But, damn, it was a good match. If you didn't watch it, check it out. Sorry, I kind of spoiled it already. Thriller brought some heat, particularly his Landorus. I was not expecting that.
Yeah. See what happens when Zach doesn't prep for me.
No, I knew you were... I was prepping for a Swords Dance, Lando. I knew it was... I was guessing, like... I had Rockium, Groundium, or Flyum. And it was... Either Earthquake was going to get me, Flyzy was going to get me, or... Stone Edge was going to get me. And I figured you were probably Double Dance, like Rock Polish Swords Dance. So I had the right idea. I knew you were going to set up with your Lando. You just went and decided to special on me.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is. I'm having fun. We had a fun match. I definitely suggest you check that out. But so what are we going to talk about on this one besides our match? I'm salty about something that happened in the anime, and I'm more than willing to talk about it if Thriller wants to, but...
Sure.
So, if you have been living under a rock, then you missed out on the fact that in the latest anime episode, which is Alola, which, by the way, I haven't watched the anime since, Diamond Pearl. I did watch a little bit of X and Y, because it was a good league and all that. I enjoyed it, but Ash just won his first, or second, I keep getting that screwed up too, just won his second league. He won the Alola Conference. but he did it in such a terrible manner that I just want to flip my table over and go, nah, I'm done. I'm out. Screw this. Like, there's no way he should have won the way he did. So I'm going to pull up his team real quick so we can dissect that first. So, this man won the Alola Conference with a Pikachu, which you know he'll never evolve, a Rowlet, a Lycanroc, a Torracat, and a Melmetal. Okay, Rowlet evolves at level 16, so this Rowlet is under level 16. Torracat is under level 36. How the hell did this man win this league with 2 Mons that were severely under-leveled?
It's Ash, man. He does everything he can.
Still, like, okay, and here's the thing that really kicks me. If you go back to round 1 of the playoffs, he lost. He lost to Decidueye. But, and they ruled it. It was a loss. They said, because both Rowlet and Decidueye were on the ground. Decidueye got up, Rowlet did not. So they ruled it. Rowlet is unable to battle. The victor goes to How. How's grandpa steps in and is like, no, Rowlet just took a nap. That's all. So apparently it used Rest, which I don't believe Rowlet even gets. I don't believe it gets Rest in its move pool. I'm going to check real quick, just to make sure I'm not talking out my ass about it. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't get Rest. Because the only thing it gets is Roost, as far as I remember. It does not get Rest. Does it even get Roost? Where, I know Decidueye does. Does it get Roost? Where is it? It doesn't get Roost either. It doesn't get Rest, it doesn't get Roost. It gets Synthesis, but it would be awake to use Synthesis. So, because of that, Rowlet gets up, Rowlet's healthy, Rowlet uses Brave Bird and kills Decidueye. I don't understand what the hell happened. It's anime.
Well, I'll do a spoiler for everyone. While this was going on, and Zach was on his rant, I actually battled against Razgo.
Did you win?
No, he crushed me.
Oof. I'm not gonna play the replay because I know it's going up on your channel.
You know what
so.
I do? You know what I should do? I should animate how to hold the battle, win out, and everything.
But
Okay.
no. But, like, of all the leagues for Ash to win, it had to be. He couldn't win the Kalos region where he had a superior team. Yes, he had 3 flying types, but Talonflame is a monster. Hawlucha is a monster. Noivern is a monster. He had Goodra, which is a monster. But no. It was that. Also, why didn't he call up any of the bench crew from...
That's what I was wondering too. If he's gonna win, why didn't he just bring back at least 1 or 2 of his old moms?
Like, you easily... Okay, yeah, I understand they want him to win using... But in the older generations, they switched out Mons periodically and then, like, changed it up. But he could have very easily brought his Talonflame back. That would have just absolutely run Guzma over. Where's Charizard? Come on. Charizard needs to come back. I don't know. This just continues the trend of why I'm sick and tired of Ash. Because he wins with under-leveled Mons. Like, Rowlet should evolve. Torracat should evolve.
And yet you want to be like Ash and catch everything in a Pokeball. And not nickname your Pokemon.
Hey. I suffer from OCD. And so that is ingrained in my mind. and that is how I've been doing it. And it is very hard to change when you have OCD. Like, it is extremely, extremely, extremely hard to change a pattern that you have done for years, because your brain gets wired that way.
Yeah.
Like, I have Nick.
Roscoe here. He brought Spirit King, Prospect, Dolphins, or what they expected. He brought Mega Scissors, which I thought was something he could bring in Soul Explosion, so he did not bring in Cosmo for his 19 or Aerodactyl, which one of those actually makes Aerodactyl kind of good.
I don't think I play him.
I think you either have or you will in the last week.
No, I've got Acor and someone else to play. They just made changes to their team, because I remember.
I think it's just Encore.
Who else do I have to play then? We'll pull it up. I'm pretty sure it's not him though, because it's another team that's got a terrible record. Because I knew you were the last one that I had. Oh, it's Ramaxio.
But like this dude brought Curse, Mega Stealer, not Mega Stealer, Mega Sizzle.
It's a viable set.
Yeah, but it got me. I wasn't prepared for it. I didn't bring any fire coverage because I didn't have any firepower with my Incineroar.
It's also like me not being prepped for a special Lando T. That's not gonna get me again, just so you're aware. I'm gonna be ready for a special Lando T the next time. Oh crap. I have to rebuild for Acor now. Because he dropped Guzzlord and Mega Absol and Terrakion, so I actually have to legitimately rebuild for him now. And Mega Altaria is sketchy as all hell for me.
You didn't notice those transactions?
I did, but I just started thinking, okay, what team am I using? And all that, and do I have to rebuild? And now that I'm thinking about it, I do have to rebuild, I think.
That's how it was with Huff. Like, he made changes in the APM Fun League after literally I had just built for his team. He goes and drops these like few mons that I was legit knowing that he was going to bring versus me. Then he drops into that, and then he brings at least two of the three that two or three or four, I don't remember, but he brought two of them, one that didn't make any sense, one that was surprised he did. Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Slide that over there. Discord.
I still won with the original team I built. I just had to change up the stuff. Like, with Entei, I just changed it to how Roar and Littlest with Sony, Sacred Fire, and all that stuff. So, I only changed some of the moves a little bit, but it was still okay. But
Quag. Why am I in that? For that. I'm gonna have to run calcs, but I think I have to adjust one of my mons for sure. Because Quagsire is gonna force me to bring a different move
so
now.
You gotta make sure it's not water absorbed or it's unaware. It's gonna be, that's what you got the advantage over him there. Because
the spoiler.
You want to.
Spoiler: Suicune's not coming to that match. Yeah, Suicune's on the bench, week 9. But I might have to bring it up now because Nidoqueen's there. And Altaria.
Well, I was gonna say, like, physically defensive, like, Rocky Helmet, and sadly, maybe a Crocoon, like, Rocky Helmet itself, would really, really break his team.
I'll send
you special Altaria, then that's a problem.
I'll send you what I got so far. Because this is why I made the Metagross transaction, and now Metagross absolutely has to come, and I'm thinking it's gonna have to be the Magnet Rise one.
By the way, you probably shouldn't say that since this is live, and
this video, I will have already played the game by the time this video goes up. Because this video goes up on the 13th of October.
Why would you change? I like how Metagross says no moves.
Because I literally just added it when I picked up Metagross. I swapped it out for Fortress because Fortress was originally going to go in there. And actually, I'm just going to throw this on the other screen so it's picked up because I'm making changes to this so people don't have to.
How come no normal? Is normal spam that good against him?
I needed those coverages at the time. Let me just pull up the.
I definitely.
Dog.
That's what happened with me, dude. When I was Power Up Punch, Return Mega Lopunny with like Thunder Punch, it wasn't doing as much as like stab is good, but like coverage is good, but sometimes the stab just does more than the coverage.
All right, let's look this over again real quick. So you can obviously see what Rabombi needs to do. But what's his Rabombi answer? He doesn't have... Nidoqueen's his only answer now.
Yeah, but why not have Psychic? It learned Psychic.
Because he didn't have Nidoqueen at the time.
I mean, HPS is still going to cover.
Yeah, HP Ice at +1, I killed the Gligar. Or I two-shot the Gligar, and the Gligar's not doing much back to me. But now I'm thinking I have to replace HP Ice for something like Giga Drain in order to take out the Quag.
Yeah. Because if he is unaware set, then you probably would do want to have coverage with your team to make sure you can handle it.
Yeah, because right now Bronzong...
It's only going to be based off of the life orb damage itself instead of the...
Yeah, Bronzong and Nidoqueen are the only two Mons, and I don't even think Nidoqueen fully checks this. Those are the only two Mons that stops Rabombi from 6-0ing once I set up. Bug Buzz.
Looking at your team, Nidoqueen's like 50-50. With the 6-year brain, it's like 50-50 versus your team.
Yeah.
With, what was the other Mon? Gligar? I don't think he would bring it. You have too many Mons that can have, like, things to check with, like, Ice Punch.
Yeah, but he needs Defog. And what his removers are Gligar and Altaria. And I have T-Spikes and Rockers galore.
Yo, imagine if you pulled a Under the Radar and you would predict the Mega Altaria Commando is already like its normal form and you click Ice Punch against it and you just one-shot it.
Yep. But, like, Rabombi, once it sets up, as long as Bronzong's gone, Rabombi sets up and wins. Like, it body bags his team.
There's one good thing you do with it. You definitely show up which Mon is more of a threat to your Bronzong that's going to force him to either bring Levitate or Heatproof.
Yeah, which is why both Mamo and Arcanine are there, because one or the other takes out Bronzong.
I think with your team, he may potentially go with Levitate, because Metagross, I believe, does get Earthquake.
Yeah, Metagross...
Metagross having Earthquake could be a problem to his team. But then again, he may not even bring it, because it doesn't really do much to your team. Like, it can't really beat the Metagross unless it's really offensive. It can't beat Cough. It can't beat Arcanine unless it's really offensive with Earthquake and has any chance of recovery and everything.
Yeah, but...
It can maybe beat Lock depending on what sets and everything. Cannot beat Mamo unless it's in the Trick Room. Because I'm pretty sure you'll always live like one Steel move from it every single time.
Yeah.
That you just easily two-shot that thing and outspeed it. The only thing you could really have a good matchup against is just your Rabombi. So...
Yeah, he's got to bring it to check Rabombi, though. If he does not check up Rabombi, then Rabombi sweeps. Because this set to Nidoqueen should Oko at +1, I think.
Because looking at your teams and looking at Bronzong, I feel like there's no way he's going to bring Bronzong. And if he does, he is bringing one Mon that he should not bring. Because that definitely would have him then have to prep the 5 best Mons and just Bronzong be a Mon that's just there. Because it has to be just there.
Let's see here. At +1. HP Ice at +1 does 49 to 58% to Nidoqueen if he's the defensive set. And Sludge Wave would kill me back.
If you're +1 Spadef?
Oh, duh, I only raised my attack. 61 to 73.
Yeah, so if you can get a Quiver, you eat, unless like a Scarf Nidoqueen, which would be really stupid if you were
I'm gonna make sure this is a 2-shot, so how much? 120 special attack.
Yeah, I would say just make sure, just in case he does have Black Sludge.
Oh crap, Black Sludge. I might not be able to do it without losing all my bulk. I gotta go to 176 in the special attack stat. So I basically have to reverse my stats then. So 108.
I like how this podcast became a team builder.
I'm like, literally, it's just whatever we choose to talk about. Like, we didn't come into this with a plan.
Yeah,
okay,
that's true.
Ribombey's reset now. So Ribombey at +1, 2-shots the Queen, and the Queen can't Oko me back if it's defensive. If it's offensive, Nidoqueen.
He'll still face 1 hit.
Offensive Hazard Stacker. I do not take a Sludge Wave if he's offensive. If he's Sheer Force Life Orb, I don't live a hit, and HP Ice does 75% max, so...
What does Psychic do at that +1?
The problem is Psychic, it should Oko. The problem is Psychic is only 93 to 110, so I'd probably have to... Let me just see here what 252 is going to do for me. I have to be 252 special attack at +1, then I'd Oko Nidoqueen. Assuming he is the standard offensive hazard setter with no Spadef investment and only 128 in HP.
With some of these guys, some of the APM, they usually just go with like the standard spreads because some of them are still kind of like new to competitively. Because when I first did an EPM one, like it was like against them, I easily kind of like 5-0'd or 6-0'd a few of them because they definitely weren't familiar with the format. And that's how I kind of just dominated the league a bit because of that. I wasn't saying, now for people wondering, no, I wasn't trying to take advantage of the fact that they know. I always, whenever it comes to a matchup, if I know I'm gonna win, I still look at this matchup and think, okay, he can still win if he does this and that. Like, if anyone who wants to win draft league, here's the advice: if you feel like your matchup is great against your opponent, do not be overconfident and go like, "There's no way he wins." Because that's the type of thing that makes you lose a battle. And when you're in battles, you have terrible matchups and you can't win. Do what I usually do. I usually will always say, gotta keep fighting. You have to do the best you can. And as you guys have seen from time to time, at most times, I have done the impossible and I have won games that I probably shouldn't have won. And I've played them great. Like when I was going against a guy named Love, I really didn't think I was gonna beat Love's team. And I did.
Love. Sorry, I just PTSD there with Love. Okay, I changed the Ribombey. It's got Psychic now. I'm max special attack, as far as high as I can go without switching to Modest, so I can Oko the Nidoqueen. I was worried about what I'd be able to do to Quagsire, but if he's standard Quag, the OU unaware Quagsire, I do 58% with Moonblast alone. So
yeah, because that's the thing. Quagsire will only take damage based on, well, ignore those based off of the stat boost. But like if you bring a set that's just standard and it only get boosted by the item, Quagsire is struggling. That's the only way people can beat unaware mons. You gotta beat based off the item investment. That's how you beat the unaware mons.
Yeah, the big.
You always expect them down. When you look at the Fable, you instantly, the first thing that comes to your mind is Magic Guard, because for one, that's one of the best abilities of Pokemon, do not at me. And two, it's that hidden ability that makes people really not prep for Unaware because they don't think about it. They always focus on the one main thing that a Mon has about it.
Yeah, okay, I need to clear custom sets to do this. Pythagoras. That's okay. Oh yeah, I have no ability to attack. That's an issue. Okay. I don't have a switch into, because here's the thing: if he brings the the unaware OU Quag set, but he changes it just to make it fully Spadef instead of fully defensive like it's listed on Showdown, then Moonblast is 42 to 50%, and he could recover Toxic me, just Toxic Stall me. So I will have to keep an eye on that. So Quag could without having Giga Drain.
Yeah. And for our team build, I literally only made the team last night. I was like, yeah, let's just do it.
Yeah. Whereas Giga Drain does like 89 to 106 to that thing.
Yeah.
But if he brings Nito, Queen, offensive hazard stack, +1, Giga Drain does 41 to 49%. So I'll have to hope he's not fully Spadef Quagsire then.
I don't think that. I think when you look into your team, I definitely see physically defensive.
Yeah.
And he might go like, I definitely see Maxi taking on like a lot of physical bulk. I don't think he's going to put too much effort in special bulk, because he's going to be more afraid of because more than likely or not, most of your mons that are set up have a little bit more been offensive than special. Suicune's not usually made to be set up, but if it has a match where it can potentially do that, then it does it.
I mean, Chomp, Lope, Mamo, Arcanine, Metagross are all generally physical setup sweepers, so...
Yeah. And plus with webs, you can easily run like things like Band and things like that, so I definitely see him wanting to bring definitely most likely the physical defensive Quagsire set, because that's the only, like the legit best way to handle it.
Yeah. Did you look at the Cofagrigus set, by the way?
Rocky helmet with toxic spikes.
No, keep looking. T-Spikes, Haze, Will-O-Wisp, and Destiny Bond. I have no attacks on this Cofagrigus.
Well, that's what I do with my Hippowdon and one of my LCC majors, and it pays off. So, people, if you actually don't know, running no attack moves can actually really pay off in draft league. It worked out for me when it came to with my tanking team. I was really unsure with my Hippo set if I was going to accomplish it, because it was the first time I ever ran a mono with basically no offensive moves. But it ended up paying off, and I won the battle with it. So, I mean, Zach has a chance to do it too. He just has to be very, very careful with his Cofagrigus.
It's here. I have to keep it at full because I am super afraid of the Azumarill belly drumming on me.
Dude, I got lucky against that Azumarill when well, to be fair, the guy actually originally had played before it was an anchor. He had told me eventually he was like semi-drunk, so...
Yeah, well, if that Azumarill gets up a belly drum, I have to sack something, go to Cofagrigus. I live a hit from Azumarill. And then I have to Destiny Bond the turn that he attacks me. So I always have to Destiny Bond first, because that forces him to click belly drum again. Or he loses his Azu to Cofagrigus. And then I
always forget the mechanics with Destiny Bond, and it costs me that time.
Yeah.
Because I always forget when you go for the one turn, if I got it, it lingers until the turn after.
It lingers until the move is another move is used, and with Cofagrigus being so slow, nothing on his team underspeeds me, so I'm guaranteed to get the Destiny Bond off. But he either has to give up his Azumarill to take out Cough, or after he lets the Destiny Bond play out, then I can Haze on the turn he double belly, or he clicks his second belly drum. I'll Haze his stats away. He can't kill me.
Yeah, you have multiple ways. Yeah, because you either one.
He would have to reset the D-Bond.
He gets, so he loses huge power.
Yeah, as soon as he hits me, he loses his huge power. Then he loses his belly drum, or he kills Cofagrigus. And once he loses his belly drum, he'll try to reset it, and that's when I either debond. Probably I debond again. That way he can't Aqua Jet me once he's at +6 again. And then I Will-O-Wisp him the turn that or I just keep clicking Haze, one or the other. Like, I either Will-O-Wisp him and burn him, or I Haze and take away his stats again because he can't belly drum there again. That's probably what I have to do. Is I have to double Haze Destiny Bond just to keep that Azu in check. And if he's going to try and preserve the Azu to do a belly drum sweep, then I get a Will-O-Wisp off on something, or I get T-Spikes up.
I think the only way he would ever try to do another setup with belly drum if he has like one of those super biggers.
He's Z. He's Z Azu, so he can belly drum, take himself down to half.
Well, with how Normalium's Z belly drum works, if he's like at, like, say, like 1% and he gets that, he gets to go back to full, but he's still taking half of his Z off.
Yeah, I know, but that's why he'd be able to double set. Like, he could belly drum, like, say he brings it in on my Mamoswine, because Mamoswine doesn't do anything. He comes in, he belly drums on Mamo. I have to sack Mamo, probably, and go into Cough. We do the whole, I live a hit, I Destiny Bond, he's forced to click belly drum in order for him to burn my Destiny Bond. I Haze him. Then he would, because he's belly drummed, he's at half, he can't belly drum again. He would have to Z belly drum and burn his Z that way. So, I don't know. It's Cofagrigus has to stay at full health in order to shut down the Azu. That's the only way I win this game once Azu sets up is Cough. Or I chip him down to the point where I can get him with Mamo. Ice Shard won't do enough, but like I know Metagross needs Bullet Punch. Even that's probably not going to do enough because water resists steel.
One good little tech I think you can maybe try out: Weakness Policy Metagross.
What do I set up on the Gligar? Altaria?
You can take one hit, agility, you get the +2, and you basically just start clicking buttons and killing something.
I don't know. Like, I want to be Magnet Rise just because then I stop.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. It's one of the good techs to have.
Yeah.
That's been a set that has helped me in the past to win some games. Like, also, real quick, why is Arcanine using him on? You had a Garchomp like using him on?
Because when I was building those 3 weeks, I didn't bring Z-Chomp. Like, I never found a time to bring in Z-Chomp. Looking at you, looking at Anchor, looking at No Metagross, and looking at Remaxio, I never saw a opportunity where Z-Chomp was better than, say, Scarf Chomp or something like that. But I saw value in Arcanine, like being Fire Z versus you potentially could have done something, or Electric Z versus the Primarina. In this case, Fire Z is really, really nice because if he is Levitate, then I take out with Arcanine, I can take him out, or if he's Heat Proof, I still do a huge chunk of damage to him. Versus you, I talked about that, versus, because that game's over and played as well, week 7. No, I'm banned in week 7. I don't know, Z-Chomp just didn't look appeasing to me, so I decided I'd go with Arcanine because Arcanine looked better in a couple matches.
I feel like if you wanted to move your Z, Metagross would have been a perfect Z-Mon.
I didn't have Metagross at the time.
No switching to Z Psychic or a Z Steel.
I did not have Metagross at the time. Metagross was my last move.
I wonder, So technically, I don't remember what Jed said, but it was changing the mons was technically up for trade transaction.
Yes, I asked Jed. It costs a transaction, and like
That's stupid. That should not be a transaction.
Well, that's why in WWC I give a specific transaction for changing Z moves. Like, you can change your Z Crystal user once a season. That's it. I'll let you have a transaction to do that, and it's separate from your standard transactions for the season. Because I've seen other leagues do that, where you get one free Z transaction. I think PCF's the one that I picked that off from, because they have a Z transaction. I was like, okay, that sounds nice. Let's use that, because then if someone makes a mistake at the beginning of the season with their Z users, or they pick up a mon that's better Z user, fine, I'll let you change, but that's it. You get one shot.
You only got one chance.
So, but I don't know. There's a lot that needs to be redone with WWC too. Like, expect changes for. I assume you're gonna come back and try to pick off a title.
Of course, I'm coming back. Our bros stick together no matter what.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you would have time or if you wanted to try other leagues or not. Because like, I never expect returning coaches to come back. Like, I'm always prepped for like, hey, I gotta go into a new season with 12 new coaches or something because everyone else scattered or something like that.
Like, if I like a league and everything like that, I always stay with a league. That's why I was always with my buddies, John Jr. and Noble 29 with the NWPL. I stayed with their league for one when I took over, and then the one I actually did the season with. It was really fun. NCP with my buddy John. I think I came in at season 3. I finished out that season where I just barely made playoffs. Then I did the whole season 4 and a whole season 5. So when it comes to my buddy leagues, I always stay in them because for one, I get a chance to finish the battle with my good buddies, and two, I always like playing with my friends and just playing against some guys.
Okay, I
will admit, I actually am really stupid that I left Indigo, because I would have liked to face you in the Ubers for me, because at the time I was thinking, like, I'm probably not going to enjoy Ubers. Then from your league, and then actually playing with Ubers and all that stuff, I was like, wow, now I really wish I was in Indigo.
Yeah. Okay, when did you record the Week 8 team builder? Like, legit, I just pulled up your YouTube channel again, because, that's what I use for the background when we do this.
I recorded it last night.
Okay, I was like...
Or no, wait. Either last night or this morning. No, wait, it was the 15th, so it was yesterday.
Okay, because I just saw it went up 3 minutes ago, and I'm like, we've been talking for over an hour and a half now between the match and this. How did you get that recorded without me hearing you record it?
I always pre-record everything. I always wait to post till after the fact.
I mean, I try to, too. Like,
I mean, you had to because of surgery and everything.
Yeah, well, not just that, but the one thing I'm really bad about recording is team builders. Like, some days I'm doing the team builder recording right before I go and play the match, because it's like, if I'm not careful, I'm going to say something when I go back and record the team builder. Be like, oh, this was supposed to do this, and then it's like, oh, wait, I just told them that it didn't work. But, like, for our match, I haven't recorded the team builder yet. So
it's like, do you usually play your match before you do the team builder or something?
A lot of times, yeah. It's just because I get because the way it works for me when I record is I record, like, I record 2 weeks out at a time right now, except for league-related stuff. And then I build the team, like, Monday, Tuesday of the week. And then I take a day or two away from the team just so I can think about it. And then I come back, and then I usually play my matches Friday or Saturday. And so Thursday I'm tweaking the team a little more, and I get the team set, and it's like, okay, it's cool. Got another team I gotta double check and all that, and so by the time I get done with 3 teams, it's like, okay, I'm done for the day, let's go, it's Friday. Oh crap, I play the match today. Gotta record the team builders.
The reason why I always like to pre-record is, for one, I don't have to worry about doing another, like having to worry to make another recording. And I can just be really balanced how I do it. I can easily just say, okay, I'm going to record this, like it's fine and everything like that. And then when it comes to the battle itself, then I'm ready to do like a live recording. Because like I could just do a live recording after the battle and everything, but I feel like it's a spoiler then because I'll follow me feeling like if I lost I was feeling salty, people hear that in my attitude and everything. So I always like just record the team builder and then wait to host until after the battle. That way for one, people aren't surprised by what I was expecting or what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I mean, I try to do that too. Sometimes I just get so caught up that I don't actually get the team builder recorded before the match. And like today, I literally was recording APM Week 7's team builder. When you messaged me, are we gonna VC for this match, or for this league? And I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine, because that's been fun, and like, as far as views go, when you and I voice chat for our matches, those matches actually get more views than the ones where I'm just commentating by myself, and so
yeah, especially when you get the reaction when Thriller misses a move or RNG hacks up and then Zach is sitting there just laughing his ass off.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, sure, cool, let's do that. But then I took that as like, hey, let's play today. So I was like, okay, let's play today. I just finished recording Week 7's Team Builder. I can play Thriller, it'll be okay. Oh wait, I don't have Thriller's Team Builder recorded yet, so that sort of stuff happens too.
He said that literally right before we started the match. Right before. He goes like, oh wait, didn't do a Team Builder for you yet.
It's okay. I've seamlessly done it numerous times. I've screwed up a couple times, but majority of the time I can seamlessly play it off. It just depends. If I lost a match really bad,
I mean, you're acting
then it's hard for me to do it if I lost the match really bad. But like in this case, yeah, I got 4-0'd by you. That's qualifications for somebody wheeling a body bag. But because it was a fun match and because you and I have been talking and all that, it's like as soon as we're done recording the podcast, here I'm gonna go and do the team builder and be like, hey, playing Thriller. I haven't played Week 7 yet, so I don't know if I won him on a 2-game win streak or if I lost again and XYZ, and then I'll just do it like I normally do. Ah, crap. I think I cleared the team.
Well, it's a good thing you have the Poke Page.
Yeah, I'm going right now. I cleared the team. I don't keep teams after
That's what I am too. As soon as battles and stuff, I delete the opponent's team that I had prepped for, and then I delete my team, and then I hit the refresh button to completely get rid of them.
Copy. This is why I'm glad we sent each other sets beforehand.
Yeah.
Import, export, paste, save.
Once again, Thriller saves the day.
Okay,
and
it's
his
there.
Crusader, the Mega Gallade.
Yeah, that freaking Mega Gallade. I really like. So.
That rhymed, by the way. I hope you didn't know that. That was some bars.
Yeah, I heard those. I don't know if they're on Shofu's level yet, but.
Oh, whoa. Do not compare me to other famous artists. I am my own originality.
I know. I was just saying from a hook feel, like, you know, the Pokemon ciphers, the Poke ciphers.
Oh, yeah. Definitely some guys like Shofu and...
The Sudowoodo line constantly pops into my head all the time.
Oh, I think I know what I'm thinking. Like, oh, I know what I'm thinking. Like, I guess if this was a Sudowoodo trying to be like all hot and like
yeah. I also didn't know Joey could rap either.
Joey Pokemon?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Go watch. I don't remember which cipher it is. Let me find it. Because he does rap in one of the ciphers.
What was actually pretty funny, he actually used to do these things where, like, you know how people always say, like, hey, I'm live on Twitch, come watch me?
Yeah, it's the 20...
He used to do, like, he likes to do these little scripts, like, because he had this, like, he showed us this one video back in the time when he was with his girlfriend slash fiance.
He's married
Like,
now.
He was coming in and she's like, Joey, where are you? And he's in his bed, and then she looks at the like, and there's like this like fleshy green alien, and he's like, Joey, what is this? And he's like, oh, I can explain. I can explain everything. And she starts running like, oh, I'm not leaving you, especially if you're on Joey Pokemon on Twitch.live.tv.
Yeah.
They were funny kids back in the day.
It's the 2016 Cypher. That's the one where he raps in, because he's got a line, Jay, my name is Joey, and then something about a mil tank. Like, I can think of it, I can see him actually saying it, but I can't think of the line off the top of my head. But I do remember him being in the 2016 one. Because I never put together that Joey and Pokemon were the same person until I started watching his videos.
Yeah, I've watched Joey for a little bit. I used to I somewhat watch his, like, Road to Top 10s and everything like that. And then, like, I definitely have watched his, like, Season 1 UCL draft, like, a lot already so far. And that's what made me love Mom, like, the Unicorns and stuff like that. So, like, I still occasionally watch Joey for, like, mostly sometimes draft, like, but, like, his Road to Top 10s, because for one, it's like nice to watch someone that shows off Mon based on laddering and stuff like that. Because that shows you like, oh, you can be really interested in this Mon by laddering that, and then you just get so comfortable with it, then you actually want to more.
Yeah, I would check out his BL Knights Road to Top 10 series. I loved. He records it with Blunder, but that was a really great series.
No, I think that was
It was Blunder. Yeah, it was Blunder.
For some reason, I thought you said Wonder.
No, it was Blunder. But
is that Blunder's sister, Wonder?
No, so most people know, like, Dan was my go-to guy for Draft League. Like, I'd watch Dan 24/7 for Draft League. I'd catch it, Dan and Chase until Chase quit Draft League. Crimson Sea.
I mean, he's back again.
Is he back again? I can't keep track of Chase anymore.
Back. He came back like months ago, and then he did like a back video, and he explained like how he's moved in with his girlfriend now.
Oh, that was almost a year ago. He dropped out of that again.
Yeah, that was supposed to be good. Then he did. No, he's back again.
All right, I gotta go.
He's talking like he's gonna have like a Twitch schedule. He's gonna have just like places and stuff like that. He's probably because he was in one draft league, and then he just stopped uploading the rest of the videos because he was telling how he was so hard scheduling with people that don't fit his time zone with his schedule and everything like that. Which a lot of times draft league is one of the most hard things to do because of that. Because there's a lot of in real life people, there's a lot of this, that, and that, and it's just really a hard time for a lot of people to really think they can do this and that, but not that easy.
So I'm looking at Chase's YouTube right now. He hasn't done a league in over 7 months. I see his I'm Back from 4 months ago, which I haven't seen because I haven't checked in on him since he quit the whatever that. No, it wasn't WB. I think it was UPL or something like that.
Or UPL, something like that.
Yeah, I haven't checked in on him since then. But he doesn't have any draft league videos up since then, so I don't know if he's doing it or not. But anyways, I watched him and Dan all the time, and then because I kind of plateaued there for a long time in leagues, getting 2-10 to 3-8 or 3-9s, 3-8s for a spell there. People started saying, well, you gotta expand past Dan, you need to go watch Joey and this and that, and I think it was the WBE draft stream because Joey co-hosted that with Dan, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And from there I jumped over to Joey's channel, and like now I'm getting better at battling because I'm learning from Joey, I think. Like Comfey and
I think personally, Joey is like the go-to guy that want to like learn drafting, because the fact that he does all these things, he's road to top 10, he goes over like the stats and turmoil stuff. Like,
yeah, he actually like
Mega Steelix. Like Mega Steelix, I believe, was like an RU Mega. It bumped up to UU for a few reasons. One, Joey using it in UU tier when it was RU. 3, the way it's been personified throughout the turns of Smogon and everything like that, where they evaluate Mon's performance from Showdown to personal draft league content and stuff like that, and that's when Mon's got the boost. So when Joey does this, he actually helps Mon actually get a boost in the draft league format. Because for one, he made Amapom from NU to I believe like EU at one point. From back then to EU. But still, he's one of those guys who's dedicated and showing people how really specifically builds a certain way. And a lot of times when Joey says this, he always builds for any combination of six, which the fact that he can do that perfectly fine is incredible in itself, because it is insanely hard to ever be able to think you can prep for a combination of six. It could literally be anything from 10 or 11 or 12 mons you're looking at. Like, Joey is probably Mr. Definition of Draft League, and he's definition of freaking smart.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at his WBE team, like, Comfey, Kabutops, and Mega Gallade. 3 of his bottom 4
Just
on the
like
draft thing.
everything.
Comfey, Kabutops, and Mega Gallade are somehow on my NCL team. Like, I started watching Joey, and I was like, oh, I really, really, really want to try out Comfey. I mean, I've been trying to try out Comfey for a long time, but...
Yeah, that's how it was with the Fun League. When I saw Comfey was on that team, because in the...
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Okay, like, you just stopped, like, mid-sentence then, because I, like, lost you there for a second.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm still there.
Okay, but yeah. Like, I've seen his Comfey sets, and it's like, damn, I really want to try Comfey, or... I've yet to make it work. I'm going to make it work at some point this season, but weakness policy... His weakness policy, Kabutops, I'm going to make that work at some point this season.
I don't know how he knows how to do this, but he just does. That's what makes Joey such a threat in this type of format. He just somehow always knows exactly what spreads he needs to run, what kind of, like, some type of offensive prowess or ability that can pair well with his strategy. It's just amazing to see at some points. That just shows you that when you're looking at someone like Joey, who is basically a master of his craft, he does not... The only way he really loses sometimes is he definitely gets outplayed, or he loses because of RNG and hacks.
Yeah, I mean, the man got a 12-1 plus 42 record. You can't do much better than that.
Yeah, especially with a Tox effect. He did that with a Mon that can easily be like a setup fodder Mon. He could have easily lost to anything. And this man, I want y'all to know, in one of his matches, I think it was his second to last match in WBE, when he went against Duncan ED, he was afraid of a soak Rack-Twined set. He literally ran Shed Shell on a Tox effect, when that was not going to make sense.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people that do think that with Whirlpool plus soap,
yeah, it definitely was super clean tech. And like his Volcanion 18-3, Kabutops 10-0. I mean, Mega Gallade 12-7. Like, damn, he just... I'm really entertained in watching his battles, and I love the fact that he spells everything out so you can learn. Like, yeah, Dan does a great job of that too, but sometimes I think Dan gets caught in his own, like, skill level. Like,
yeah, because like when it came to UCL Season 1, Dan was so confident that a Silgar was going to come again or anything like that. He didn't bother to try to get hazards or anything like that. And that was the same thing with Joey. Joey knew he had hazard problems, but he still had...
I have no idea what's going on, but you keep cutting out like mid-sentence.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because maybe my phone's not close enough to me or something, or I don't know. Maybe it's your internet or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Like you were mid-sentence there, and it just died, and that's happened like 3 or 4 times here. So I was like, "Wait, is you okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine. But yeah, like Joe, he just when he drafts a team, he just knows exactly what his weaknesses are.
Yeah.
He just finds ways just to prevent him happening, and he just takes care of it. Like that's what just makes Joey such a threat in this type of format, which makes people really excited to play him because he's a fantastic and amazing person that really a lot of people look up to. But also, a lot of people don't like to play him because Joey's that good at the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at what he knew that. I'm trying to think. He knew versus Dan that Dan probably wasn't going to try that hard and not reveal sets, but he still went full out. And then you get into playoffs and look at what Dan did versus Patters. Dan got caught by his skill level and was like, I'm just going to run the same team.
Some hacks kind of got into favor there too.
I mean, he had nothing for that Delphox. Subtoxic Protect Delphox. He had nothing for it. Like, he got caught by a bulky Toxic team. And I know that's salty, and I know Dan is better than that, but I honestly think he got caught looking at his rematch with Joey, whereas Joey knew, hey, Dan can beat me. I know that. He's probably not going to try, but I'm still going to, like, acknowledge that.
I mean, definitely, Dan did try a little bit, but, like, when you watched his team, like, he instantly knew what set Joey would want to bring versus him, so it's like, he was probably semi-expecting some of those sets to come, but he also knows those sets could have also not come at the same time, but knows that they would have been revealed later on in the match. With Patters, I felt like maybe he wasn't thinking Delphox much of a threat because he thinks like, oh, I've got this Gastrodon, I got this Florges, I got this Lycanroc, I got this Kyurem Black. I just destroy Delphox. There's no reason Delphox really puts in any much effort against me. But he was too worried about someone like Mega Gyarados, per se, because Mega Gyarados could have been a threat to his team, but the thing is, Storm Drain stopped it, and then you can just 1v1 with Gastro. Because, like, he didn't bring Storm Drain, because what if happens if he wasn't, because if Mega Gyarados came and...
Yeah.
Hippo doesn't always need to run Sand unless he felt like he could have gotten good Shifties late game or something like that, but if he did that, he was ultimately boosting the depth of Dan's Lycanroc. So it was like Pattern knew like, okay, I should bring Sand Force this time because it'll actually help him a little bit in the long run. Also, I think Dan getting rid of mons like Shaman and Alolan Persian really kind of didn't make much sense. I mean, Persian really could have done work in this game for Dan.
Yeah.
100% Delphox counter, Party Shot.
I mean, he needed to bring Zoroark. Zoroark was his Delphox counter, and he didn't bring it.
Well, I think like he was just worried by the threat of something like Coco, and then what else did he have? Terrakion, which very much was true. Like, you can also just say, like, oh, that's the same thing with Persian. But Persian, he could have easily made that thing super bulky to always take one from any mon on his team, and then he could have just been fine.
Yep.
I honestly also don't understand why he went Venusaur. Venusaur, like, without Sun is kind of terrible in Draft League, unless it's a low tier league. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, he needed Leech Seeds on it, too.
But that's where Shaman would have been so good, and plus Healing Wish with Shaman would have been fantastic. Like, if he had Healing Wish, he could have easily had stayed in and saved his Kyurem Black or his Lycanroc Dust later in the game with Healing Wish.
Yeah.
Like, you look, because I bet Dan now at some point is going to look back and go like, wow, I just got rid of a mom that had Healing Wish. I could have potentially won a game with that.
Yeah.
Because, like, well, depending on when he got the Healing Wish off, there was obviously, I feel like Dan could have easily gotten that off, like, even against, like, say, Escavalier, because for one, Escavalier is not going to outspeed. But then again, Dan will probably think, hey, Hidden Power Fire is not going to be that important per se. Because he's going to definitely want to lead Seed, Siege Flare, and Healing Wish. Then he's going to go to a fourth move where that will struggle with him because he's got to think, okay, do I want Leech Seed or do I want each out Earth Power? He does nothing to a Delphos.
Yeah. I don't know. It was something to learn from, and we've, you and I have definitely been there too, so.
Yeah, definitely. By the way, people, if you ever want to get in Draft League format, there is one advice by Joey, aka Pokemon MD, that is the best advice that anyone should be taking with them at all times. You learn better from a win. You learn better from a loss than a win. All you think, because you think you win, you'll know this and that, but no. It's more of a learning experience when you lose, because then you start to realize that's when you went wrong, that's why you didn't have that, because there were times when I lost, I know I've lost because I brought wrong prep versus a team. I did not really think up clearly and prep for the right mod, and I'm sure that's happened to Zach quite a few times as well.
I remember APA, well, I don't know if you watched Indigo Season 3 or not, spectated it, but I got body bagged by a Virizion that I had no idea was coming, and it proceeded to 5-0 me.
I mean, I think you could have handled. I think like maybe there was some misplay you were making out the match too. I think like maybe over prediction or not having or thinking this is what he'll do and that. But yeah, like Mon's like Virizion, which a lot of people think, oh, that it's such a terrible Mon. But always know that has multiple weaknesses doesn't mean that on a certain team, if it's gonna be one Mon that could potentially be seeing a hole and stuff, people can build teams around it. Because obviously the opponent that built around Virizion being able to handle some check some of these threats, and then Zach was gonna be like, okay, this one definitely does not.
Yeah.
Well, no offense to Zach, I'm trying to mean this in a mean way, but
yeah, no,
like Zach did not highly prep for it because he felt like, oh, he's got Mega Salamence, he's just taking the time.
Yeah, I literally thought once I get a...
Your fire type is Mega Mortar, which still get that sped, and if that thing is Bandit or Life Orb, you kind of just lose unless it's Flame Bomb.
Yeah, and for me it was like, there's no way Virizion comes. I have Immense. I outspeed it naturally. So I was like, okay, Virizion's not coming. Speed creep on Mence. I totally blew past Virizion and sped crept to the Mon below Virizion, and oops, should have speed crept to Virizion.
There's a lot of people sometimes you always gotta look at every single Mon, look at your team, and you may think you have a lot of advantages, but Mon have the potential setup, and then they go against your Mon, you have no coverage for it, then you're gonna basically get screwed. Because I'm pretty sure you lost Silence before Virizion came in against you.
I lost it to Virizion.
Was it Scarf? I don't remember. Was it Scarf?
Rock MZ Stone Edge. Plus 2 attack. Plus 2 attack. I had already mega'd and bounced out, so I had lost my Dragon Dance boost. But you also have to make sure you don't over prep for Mons. Like, look at me versus you. How many Mons did I have ice coverage on for that Lando?
Which match?
You versus me just now. How many Mons did I have prepped for Lando?
I
had Zebstrike, I had Hidden Power Ice.
And Riku, in which we are only made 2 defensive checks to it.
Yeah. But like, I had Hidden Power Ice on Zeb.
Kind of say Mammoth a check, but if you did not, like, if you weren't Switch Banded, then it wasn't really a check per se, because they had that Rock Polish up.
Yep.
And if you like, cause these people, that's the problem when you run them on like Mamo. You think, oh, this is just my guaranteed Lando check. You don't want to switch in a Mammo on a check, and plus if it's Scarf, then you have to pray to God that he doesn't have coverage, or anything that can keep it.
I
felt confident because he was still expanded, which is good. He felt confident in the set, and he knew this could help.
Yeah, and that's why you saw me bring Mamo in free. I didn't bring it direct in on Lando, because you could have very easily have been Rakim Z Stone Edge. Before I knew you were special, I was like, he could very easily be Rakim Z Stone Edge. He just blasts Mamo out of the sky that way. I knew I couldn't bring it in free. Suicune was my designated come in free, but he proves right there in his team builder. He proves just how that thinking was wrong. Yeah, Suicune should be a designated check to a Lando, especially a Lando T. He was special with Grass Knot, which would have ended my day. You have to think about everything.
This is where sometimes people semi-over forget, because I easily knew Zach was going to bring at least one or two Will-O-Wisp users on his team. I knew he was going to decide, because I was 50-50 on whether he wanted to go Trick Room versus me, but then I also knew and kind of saw, okay, he's either going to bring the defensive cost of Will-O-Wisp versus me. So then I instantly had to think around it, because, funny fact, with Stack Attack, I almost wanted to put a brutal swing on it just to check off Rodriguez. But I decided not to do it because I didn't go with the check because it didn't get plenty of field burn. But, and then Zach, also like he said, he didn't prep for a special lander just because he's not, probably from all the landers that he's special watched over time, he doesn't see special Lando. He always sees a physical Lando set. So
at least with Lando T, I always assume that they're physical. With Sandforce Lando, I tend to bounce, is it special or is it physical? You are the first person that I've ever seen bring special Lando T to me, and now I'm going to have to think about it every single time I play somebody with a Lando T.
Yeah. The way I looked at it is, like, I looked at what your team was versus my team. Your team is strict, has a lot of good, natural, physical, offensive. There's not, per se, a lot of special attackers more often. So I was thinking to myself, okay, he's got some bowling walls that are definitely coming as physical, and he definitely always would prep for a physical Lando. I feel like Zach, even if he thinks he can prep for special Lando's still going to be a problem for his team. And that's what I had. And when he saw me stay in as I clicked Rock Polish and got the burn.
Yeah, that was where
for other people, I clicked Calm Mind against him, and he's like, wait, what?
No, the second that you got burned on the Rock Polish, the two thoughts that went through my head were, one, he's going to try and double swords dance in my face, because that's Thriller sets up on everything meme. Or two, he's special of all things, and then you Calm Mind, and literally my face dropped. I was like, oh shit, he's special. I don't have an answer to this. I didn't know about the Grass Knot, so I was like, okay, maybe Suicune, but he just Calm Minds up enough before I get Calm Minds up, and he lives the Ice Beam, and forces me to continue to Calm Mind to catch him, and in the meantime, he continues to chip me down with Earth Power. It's like,
I'm not gonna lie, part of me really kind of wanted to go Grassy Z versus you, just for Suicune.
Oh, that would have been so dirty.
Because it hits the team so much better.
Had you gone Grassium Z, that would have been so dirty, and I probably would have been like, nope. Oh, nope, 6-0'd. Here you go. I'm done. I'm out. Peace.
But then when I was looking at, like, when I gamed against the Mamo, and I was saying I was +1, I was like, oh, wow, I just bought it. That's fine. Might as well not. And then I think I probably did body Suicune for +1.
Base, you were doing 53%, so at +1, you were probably doing about 70 to 85%.
Alright, so if I got a crit, then it would have been a one-shot, and then basically Lando sweeps your team.
Yeah, but all you would have had to do is Calm Mind as I go into Suicune, and I would have been done, because +2 should kill me. So, yeah, it was clean tech. It was very, very clean tech, and that's why, as Thriller has been saying, you have to think about everything. So, but
yep. But people sometimes when I was at Zach's fight, I was never really the best at doing anything. I just ran like the natural spread, like max, and then the 4 whenever I want.
Oh, I don't do that anymore. I've gotten better about that.
You only do that sometimes when it's like the only best way to go.
Yeah. When I have to run max, I run max, but I don't do that nearly as often anymore.
Yeah, and for people, the way you would really want to try to learn to be better, definitely watch Dan's aka Drive run in his own draft league when he actually competed in it, and he had stuff like Stack Attack, Spirit Tomb and stuff like that. He did live like calcs and stuff like that when he came to prepping for the team.
Yeah,
definitely watch how he preps. That's how most times you want to prep for a match, and that's when I've started to learn and at times maybe enjoy damage calcing, because it made me so much more like knowledgeable based on that and all that information. So I could easily know, okay, I need speed creep for this month and stuff like that. Because at times it cost me, like with my Electrode in APM Bun League, I could have beaten Puffer 100%. I felt like I would have 100% beaten Puffer if I had speed creeped my Electrode for Andy Palm. Even though I knew Andy Palm was coming, I for some reason did not speed creep for it, and it cost me the game. It also cost me the game the fact to get a crit on it. Rub salt and boom.
Yeah.
Watch out Dan preps. You can see how exactly, like, if you don't have your Mega or a Mega Evolve, he shows you how the best way to like prep your Mon to where it does Mega Evolve, it will guarantee to just use that speed. Plus when it comes to Genning, then you don't have to worry about when it's a Mega fully evolved form and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
So, okay, you just calc with the regular Mega, you don't actually do a separate calc. What you always do is every separate calc like that. But in the case of free Mega, or you don't have to. So, like,
yeah, okay, so Thriller is cutting out halfway through sentences again. I'm guessing it's probably because my internet is starting to run out again, like normal. Because we're recording this in September, and I haven't rolled over to October yet, where I get fresh internet to record things, so... I don't know, I feel like this is probably a good cut-off point, don't you? We're at a minute, or an hour and 21 minutes already, so...
Yeah, we're already like 2 hours over on the call.
Yeah, so I do want to thank Thriller for stopping by again for the Iowa Bros. We'll see you guys next month again. As long as Thriller wants to record, Iowa Bros is a podcast that will happen every single week or every single month, not every single week. Because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy talking with Thriller. He and I come from similar backgrounds. We have fun tastes and mons and like. We'll talk more about that. I think that'll be what we do next episode. We just talk about
I think like our next week's topic should be based off of mons that we like, mons that we've been the most successful with, mons that we want to try the most but feel like we just never get to, and what mons
we despise
but have never been a big like good factor for us.
Yeah, mons that I despise. Espeon. No, Espeon. I hate Espeon in Draft League. But anyways, that's a topic for the next time.
I felt like it was based off Rabombi since I body bagged you with Pokemon.
No, I love using Rabombi. Like, I've enjoyed using it in multiple leagues now. So, you caught me with it the first time. But anyways, I do want to thank Thriller for stopping by. We'll see you guys in a month for the next one. We've given you a taste of the topic. Please check out Thriller's channel. It's down below. Go show him some love. Yeah, with all that being said, there's other links down there. There's Twitch, there's Twitters for Luca and Jaden, Discords. You can come harass Thriller if you want. Join the Discord.
Harass that, not me. At least I win.
Hey, and the Twitch will be over there as well, so we'll have that. There's something else down in my links, but I never remember what it is, so... Thank you guys for watching. Thriller, you got any last words?
Be prepared, because now it's tied up in Zach again.
That's true. We're tied to it.
We'll have to face again, but we will have another tiebreaker match. But this time, it will be me that wins the tiebreaker.
No, it won't. But, alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.